desviado, caballo con alfil. Vamos a ver lo que dice.
Finally a victory in Bilbao. Can you tell us more about this game?
Well, the game got completely out of control, but in the end, when I found this idea of not queening the pawn but making it a knight, then I knew that I was getting close. But in general, we were very short of time.
So can you summarize your play both at Sao Paulo and Bilbao?
Well, in general, I'm not very happy, that's for sure.
You will be playing against Kelfan and the month has been fixed. Are you preparing for it?
No, but I'll start after playing these tournaments. I still have Moscow and London, but after that I'll start training.
Yeah, I think, okay, I just played something generally very simple, not keeping not too many pieces on the board, and just trying to take advantage of these hanging pawns on c5 and d5. Okay, I feel like Magnus defended extremely okay, and I think when Magnus came up with this a5, a4 idea, then when he pushed c4, it all okay, it all ends up being okay here because Black can put the rook on b8 and put enough pressure on b2, so that it's a nice square on d4, but the knight doesn't do a whole lot.
Can we concentrate because you have to play a fascinating match against Ivanchuk, so thank you for coming anyway. We think that today's game has been very instructive. I mean, the hanging pawns and so on is always interesting for amateurs. Can you give us a short lesson about the most interesting points? Levon, thank you for coming, as usual. Can you explain the most important points of today's game?
I think that Vasily was trying to play safe, and this line is considered not to be dangerous for Black, although I think that my bishop f8 might be a slight inaccuracy in the early. I thought that exchanging the bishops should be very comfortable for me, but then I started to realizing that
Exchanging the rooks, you mean?
the bishops as well, because exchanging the rooks is not a
the
problem.
bishops and later on with okay,
Yes.
okay.
Exchanging the bishops is not a problem at all, but when the bishops have exchanged,
Okay.
I didn't really have good squares for my pieces. And I think that the critical point was where Vasily played queen b3 here. I think that I had a feeling that knight g5 is the most principled try. Although, I mean, in the end of the day, it shouldn't be anything spectacular for white, might be just slightly pleasant. The position seems like it arrived from Petrov defense. I actually ended up playing Petrov in the end. I have to say that Ivanchuk played a very tricky move. Here you get the feeling that the black is better after queen e4, but in fact it's a devilish trick that after this seemingly perfect position for black, queen g5 exists, and the position turns in white's favor. I didn't really have huge expectations for this tournament because I'm going through a transition at the moment. I'm trying to learn to play defensive chess a bit.
That's it.
But of course, I wouldn't be honest if I would say that I'm entirely satisfied with my play here.
Pero tampoco sería give us
after you beat Ivanchuk in this fifth round, and then suddenly we got this crazy tiebreak at the end. Finally, you tie for this first place, and then you should play these quick matches. How do you prepare for the quick matches? Did you just yesterday, plan that at some point you could play this tiebreak? So,
yesterday I was most of all concerned with preparing for my game against Nakamura, and I thought it was pretty likely that both games were going to end in a draw. So I was mentally prepared for playing a tiebreak. It's always when you sit down at the board, it comes down to a battle of nerves.
what's your opinion about this? About looking at chess, live on the TV for every, Basque home?
I think it's great, and I hope that this is the direction that chess is going in, and I hope that those who watched didn't feel that they were wasting their time.
Dos veces en Topalov el año pasado, en 2010. Aquí las negras jugaron alfil F6, C3, caballo D6. La partida terminó en tablas. No, ganó Topalov, pero en fin, hay 200 puntos de